Ladies and gentlemen, it's the Lawrence Welk Show, celebrating more than 60 years on television. Now sit back and enjoy the show selected especially for public television.
Hi, I'm Gail Farrell.
And I'm her husband, Ron Anderson.
And I'm the last third of the trio, Michael Redman.
And you knew us as Gail, Ron, and Michael. Not a very original name, but our harmony was pretty good.
And still is, I might add.
Sure
And
is.
I third that motion.
Mike, it is so great to see you. We don't see enough of you with us living over in Nashville and you living all the way over at Vancouver, Washington. Too far.
But here we are in the Stage Door Canteen at the Welk Resort in Branson, Missouri, back together after a lot of years.
And I think maybe the audience might need to be reminded of how we got together in the first place. What do you think, Ron?
Good idea. Gail, since this whole thing was your idea, why don't you start?
Okay. Of course, you folks know that I sang on the television show with Sandy and Mary Lou for several years, but after Sandy had her sixth baby, she decided to be a full-time mom. And Mary Lou and Jack are starting to become a permanent team, and I sort of knew I had to create something of my own on the show.
Gail also knew that the show certainly didn't need another soloist, so she came up with something brand new, two guys and a gal, a mixed trio. She also knew it had to be something special, so she sat down and wrote a vocal arrangement of one of Lawrence's favorite songs, And I Love You So.
And Gail and Ron were already married, and because Mr. Welk really liked the idea of families on the show, her trio was two-thirds of the way there.
Well, I knew exactly the blend I wanted and the look I wanted, and one day, Michael's name just popped into my head.
So we called our union after to find out his phone number, and then we gave him a call.
And I definitely thought it was worth a shot, even though my wife, Cinda, was expecting a baby in a month or so, and we were planning to move back to Oregon after the baby was born.
Well, we rehearsed night and day, and then we surprised Lawrence in his office on a rainy day in February at 8 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, man. Can you imagine trying to sing and look perky at 8 in the morning? For me, it's just enough to be awake.
Yeah.
For sure, yeah. And bless his heart, Bob Smale, the piano player on the show, came along to play for us at that painfully early hour.
Wow.
Well, we just walked in there and sang our hearts out. We even included a couple of Duke Ellington tunes for good measure.
Well, Lawrence just loved it, and he said those magic words, "This is possible one of the best blends I've ever heard."
Well, the first time we were on the show, we got loads of fan mail.
And we thank you for that, kind fans out there.
And the rest is history. It was sunny weather from that rainy day on.
Hey, by no mere coincidence, that's the theme of this 1982 show.
The weather?
That's right, you got it. And here's Lawrence to tell you all about it.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you all so very, very much. Greetings. Thank you kindly. Greetings, friends, and a warm welcome. Our show this evening is a program of familiar songs about the weather, starting with Button Up Your Overcoat. nicely done, thank you. And here's a recent country song that seems quite fitting for this show. It was a recording hit for our wonderful country gal, Ava Barber. Ava, let's hear it.
Don't take my sunshine away. In the night, he brings light to me. Don't take my sunshine away. He means more than life to me. I was going through my worst time when he found me feeling down and lonely. I had never seen the sunshine till he came and put his good love on me. Don't take my sunshine away. In the night, he brings light to me. Don't take my sunshine away. He means more than life to me. With his loving arms, he warms me. In his tender touch, I feel love fever. Lord, I hope he'll always want me. Only God can know how much I need him. Don't take my sunshine away. In the night, he brings light to me. Don't take my sunshine away. He means more than life to me. Don't take my sunshine away. In the night, he brings light to me. Don't take my sunshine away. He means more than life to me.
Thank you, Ava. Very nicely done. The late Guy Lombardo's twin pianists helped to make this next song popular. We feature our own piano twins, Bob Ralston and Bob Smale, with the Raindrop Serenade. 1 and 2 and...
Here's one of our favorite numbers from the Welk years, which fits right in with the weather theme of this show.
Grab your coat and get your hat. Leave your worries on the doorstep. Just direct your feet to the sunny side of the street. Can't you hear a bitter pat? And that happy tune is your step. Life can be so sweet on the sunny side of the street. I used to walk in
Blues on parade, what a drag, old man. Getting stuck in the shade, get hip. Don't be afraid. Moving on over, kill yourself in Rover. Only hit for the sands, who cares? Riches Rockefeller can't be beat. Gold dust round my feet on the sunny, sunny side of the street.
It's always a pleasure to introduce this next charming little lady. Let's enjoy a song with lovely Anacani.
Oh, the wayward wind is a restless wind, a restless wind that yearns to wander, and he was born the next of kin, the next of kin to the wayward wind. In a lonely shack by a railroad track, he spent his younger days, and I guess the sound of the outward bound made him a slave to his wandering ways. Oh, the wayward wind is a restless wind, a restless wind that yearns to wander, and he was born the next of kin, the next of kin to the wayward wind, the next of kin to the wayward wind.
Just beautiful, Anacani. Bobby and Elaine found a song with a timely title for a weather show in the Broadway hit My Fair Lady. Here they are dancing a tango to the rain in Spain.
It is so much fun for me to watch this show again and relive those great days of working with Gail and Ron. I've been in the entertainment business for a long time now, but my years on the Lawrence Welk Show are right up there on the top of my list of good times. Before, during, and after my Welk Show years, I did and still do a lot of solos, group, and background singing on films, TV, recordings, and commercials. I was one of the Johnny Mann singers on the television series Stand Up and Cheer. People still remember me as the World War I doughboy, singing and tap dancing on the top of a new Chevrolet and as one of 4 men shaving and singing barbershop quartet style on a Gillette Foamy Shave Cream commercial. I've done a lot of international tours, too, with the Ray Conniff Singers and with the fantastic Grammy Award-winning L.A. Voices and Super Sax Band. I also toured with Florence Henderson as one of her quartet of guys, but the most memorable had to be the one with Elvis Presley. At the last minute, before a national tour, both of Elvis' usual choices as an opening act were busy. So he asked if I could put together a quartet and do the tour. Well, you can bet we said yes in a big hurry. It was 1970, and the King was still happy and healthy. And believe me, it was a real experience. Elvis Presley was bigger than life. But then again, so was Mr. Lawrence Welk.
Let's call on a popular gentleman celebrating 27 years with our musical family. Here's Jimmy Roberts in the Solar Spotlight.
'Twas just a garden in the rain, close to a little leafy lane. A touch of color neath skies of gray. The raindrops kissed the flower beds, the blossoms raised their thirsty heads. A perfume thank you they seemed to say. Surely here was charm beyond compare to be. Maybe it was just that I was there with you. 'Twas just a garden in the rain, and then the sun came out again and sent us happily on our way.
Thank you, Jimmy. Mighty fine. The familiar Skater's Waltz is heard quite often during the winter season. Let's watch now as our king of taps, Arthur Duncan, braves the elements to bring you his own special version of this all-time favorite.
Marlena Horn helped to make this next song famous. And it's making a big comeback today in Lena's new Broadway show. George Cates conducts the band in his own arrangement of Stormy Weather. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this isn't the first time my band walked out on me.
I want to brag a little bit about my wife.
Thank you.
You probably hear her voice every day and you don't even know it. She's one of the most in-demand studio singers in the business, and her voice was recently heard on Ford Explorer and ServiceMaster commercials and at the Andy Williams Theater here in Branson. And she's the main voice at the new Atlantis ride at SeaWorld in Florida. Gail has her own company, Okie Dokie Music, and hires singers for recording sessions, and boy, she really cracks the whip on those sessions. We call her Dragon Lady.
Hey, time is money, okay? Now it's time to brag about you, okay? In addition to being a consultant and corporate trainer for the mortgage industry, Ron is still very much in the entertainment business as well. He was the announcer of the Stars Over Mississippi with Prince Edward special, which was on PBS this past summer, and he plays trombone in a Nashville big band called The Establishment that does everything from jazz festivals to country clubs to Vanderbilt University fraternity bashes.
Yes, ma'am. Now, our band is a nonprofit organization that funds college scholarships and also donates to a school that gives music lessons to children from low-income families. I think Lawrence would be proud.
I think so, too.
Now, you all know that Gail sings and plays the piano, but she's a great songwriter, too, having had 3 of her songs featured on Knots Landing and one recorded by Barbara Mandrell. Reba McEntire recently put one of her songs on hold, and she and co-writer Robert Jason are shopping some of their work to the Backstreet Boys and Leanne Rimes and Garth Brooks.
Yeah, good old Garth, the other Oklahoma guy there.
Honey, I think it's only a matter of time till you get that big hit.
Well, thank you so much, honey, and from your lips to God's ear, okay? And, of course, Ron and I have done a lot of appearances around the country during the PBS Pledge Drive seasons, and we love doing that. We've made so many friends.
We're just as busy and happy as it sounds, and feel very fortunate that we don't have to look very far to find that silver lining.
1 and 2 and
Lawrence Welk and the Champagne Music Makers. Gail, Ron, and Michael seem to have a special reason for being depressed about the weather. Let's join our fine trio and see why they get the blues when it rains.
I get the blues when it rains. The blues I can't lose when it rains. Each little drop that falls on my window pane always reminds me of the tears I've shed in vain. I sit and wait for the sun to shine down on me once again. It rained when I found you. It rained when I lost you. That's why I'm so blue when it rains.
It rained when I found you. It rained when I lost you. That rain keeps raining blue. That's why I get the blues when it rains. I get the blues when it
Very nice youngsters. A good lively polka always adds a little spark to our show, and Myron Floren found one with a timely title for this evening, The Rain, Rain Polka. Take it away, Myron.
I don't know.
1, 2, 3, 4. Myron and band, very nicely done. Sometimes the news broadcast on television can be pretty depressing, but the people who do the weather reports always make it sound like fun. Here's an example as we join Mary Lou and Jack for a lighthearted look at the weather.
Hello, friends, it's about that time to give you the weather in rhythm and rhyme. In San Francisco, they're going to have fog, and L.A.'s going to have more of that smog.
They're going to feel the heat down in Old St. Pete. It'll be 104 in Baltimore.
40 below in St. Joe Mo, and it may even snow in Kokomo.
There's going to be rain in most of Maine. They may even get a hurricane.
If rain and snow comes around your place, just laugh and grin, put a smile on your face.
Gray skies are going to clear up.
Put on a happy face.
Brush off the clouds and cheer up.
Put on a happy face.
Take off the gloomy mask of tragedy. It's not your style.
You'll look so good that you'll be glad you decided to smile. Pick out a pleasant outlook. Stick out that noble chin. Wipe off that full of doubt look. Slap on a happy grin. So spread sunshine all over the place. Just put on a happy face.
all over the place. Just put on a happy, put on a happy, put on a happy face. Put on a happy face.
Wow, it was great seeing that number again. I get the blues when it rains. Well, you know, I really did get the blues when the Welk show went out of weekly production in the 80s. I eventually settled in Washington State and set about creating my own musical family. My wife, Cinda, and I have been married for 31 years, and she's a concert pianist, accompanist, and music teacher. She has performed as a soloist with the Vancouver Symphony Orchestra and works with the Oregon Symphonic Choir, among others. I'm very lucky to have such a talented personal accompanist, but I do loan her out once in a while. Welk TV show audiences in the Pacific Northwest also catch Cinda and me on PBS pledge drives. Meanwhile, we have two daughters, Jennifer, 21, who is a junior at Washington State University, studying history, business, and advertising, and Melissa, 19, who's a sophomore in Los Angeles at USC. She's a music industry major, trying her hand at performing and studying acting, singing, and dancing. And the girls really grew up in the music industry. We got them involved in recording sessions as little kids, and they did a lot of commercials, and their voices are on the films The Academy, Captain Ron, and Home Alone, working with the great John Williams. And I had the good fortune working with John Williams on a couple of films, too. I've done a lot of fun movies, the Blues Brothers, The Little Mermaid, Oh God, Parts 1, 2, and 3, Big, Urban Cowboy, and just this year, How Stella Got Her Groove Back. And how could I ever forget Elvis Presley, The Life Story. Having just recorded my third solo album, I seem to travel constantly for both concerts and business. But it's always great to travel to California because the weather is usually much better than the weather in Washington State, which brings us right back to our weather show.
Let's meet two people who know all about the cold weather. Kathie Sullivan from Kenosha, Wisconsin, and Dick Dale from Algona, Iowa.
I really can't stay.
But baby, it's cold outside.
I've got to go
But
away.
baby, it's cold outside.
This evening has
Been
been
hoping that you'd drop
so
in.
very nice.
I'll hold your hands there just like
My
ice.
mother will start to worry.
Beautiful, what's your
And father will be pacing the floor.
Listen to the fireplace
So
roar.
really I'd better scurry.
Beautiful, please don't
Well,
hurry.
maybe just a half minute more.
Think what our love has in
The
store.
neighbors might
But
think.
baby, it's bad out there.
Who cares what they
No cats
think?
to be had out there.
I wish I knew
Your eyes are
how
like starlight
to
now.
break the spell.
I'll take your hat, your hair looks
I
swell.
ought to say no, no, no,
Mind
sir.
if I move in
At least I'm
closer?
gonna say that I tried.
What's the sense of hurting my pride?
Really can't
Oh, baby, don't hold out.
Ah,
Baby,
but it's cold outside. I've got to get home.
Baby, it's cold out there.
Say, lend me a coat.
It's up to your knees out there.
You've really been
I
grand.
thrill when you touch my
but
hand.
don't you see?
How can you do this thing to me?
There's bound to be talk tomorrow.
Think of my lifelong
At
sorrow.
least there will be plenty
If
implied.
you got pneumonia and
I
died,
really can't
get
stay.
over that old doubt.
Ah,
Oh,
but it's cold outside.
But baby, it's cold outside.
Ooh.
And here's a song by the late Errol Garner that fits very, very nicely on this show. You'll hear our great saxophone man, Skeetz Herfurt, and the song, Misty.
that, it makes any kind of weather even better. Ken Dilo is the kind of fellow who seems to have fun under all conditions and in any kind of weather. And I think you folks will have fun, too, as you watch and listen to Ken breezing along with the breeze. Breezing along, breezing along. I'm just breezing along with the breeze, trailing the rails, roaming the seas, like the birdies that sing in the trees, pleasing to live and living to please. The sky is the only roof I have over my head, and when I'm weary, Mother Nature makes me a bed. I'm just going along as I please, breezing along with the breeze. Oh, breezing along, breezing along. For the sky is the only roof I have over my head. And when I'm weary, Mother Nature makes me a bed. I'm just going along as I please, breezing along with the breeze, breezing along with the breeze. Whoa, whoa.
I could say that our twin daughters' lives are breezing along, but I think it's more like a tornado-force wind, don't you, Ron?
You've got that
Oh,
right.
gosh.
Keeping up with super active 17-year-olds can be a full-time job in itself. Well, why don't you start the update, honey?
Okay. Well, Aaron and Lauren are seniors in high school. They have boyfriends, and they go to proms. And even though they're loving pals, they have very different interests.
Aaron is totally into acting and went to the Donna Reed Fine Arts Festival out in Iowa this past summer to study many different parts of show business. And then she went on to Los Angeles to study with veteran comedic actress Kathleen Freeman.
Thrilled to death.
She even landed a small part in the Tennessee Performing Arts Center production of Anything Goes. And so it begins trying to make it in a very tough business.
Oh, yeah. Well, Lauren's thinking she'd like to major in computer science in college and maybe minor in dance. She's our champion cheerleader, and I mean that literally. Her high school squad has won first place in both state and national championships the past 2 years, and both those years Lauren has been a finalist in the individual competition to choose the top 16 cheerleaders in the entire nation. It takes incredible dedication on the part of those kids. They practice constantly, and I ought to know because I've chauffeured her back and forth plenty of times. You know, today cheerleading is a major sport. It's more like gymnastics and dancing and that plain old rah-rah stuff.
Right, and speaking of rah-rah stuff, it's time for the last 3 musical plays of this game.
Aha, all right.
2 girls from Tennessee and 2 boys from Texas are learning something about our California weather. Let's join the Aldrich sisters and the Otwell twins.
Seems it never rains in Southern California. Seems I've often heard that kind of talk before. It never rains in California, but girl, don't they warn ya? It pours, man, it pours. Got on board a westbound 747. Didn't think before deciding what to do. All that talk of opportunities, TV breaks and movies rang true, sure rang true. Seems it never rains in Southern California. Seems I've often heard
respect, I'm out of breath.
I'm underloved, I'm underfed. I want to go home. It never rains in California, but girl, don't they warn ya? It pours, man, it pours. Yes, it pours.
Very nicely done, youngsters. Here's an Academy Award-winning song that fits the mood of our show. Let's enjoy the voice and guitar of likable young man from Knoxville, Tennessee, Jim Turner.
Raindrops keep falling on my head. And just like the guy whose feet are too big for his bed, nothing seems to fit. Those raindrops keep falling on my head, they keep falling. So I just did me some talking to the sun. And I said I didn't like the way he got things done. Sleeping on the job, those raindrops are falling on my head, they keep falling. There's one thing I know, blues they send to meet me won't defeat me. Won't be long till happiness steps up to meet me. Raindrops keep falling on my head, but that doesn't mean my eyes will soon be turning red. Crying's not for me, 'cause I'm never gonna stop the rain by complaining, because I'm free. Nothing's worrying me. Nothing's worrying me.
And there's a good cure for the rainy day blues in the words of this next song. Our boys and girls get together for the reminder that let a smile be your umbrella.
Just let a smile be your umbrella on a rainy, rainy day. And if your sweetie cries, just tell her that a smile will always pay. Whenever skies are gray, don't worry or fret. A smile will bring the sunshine and you'll never get wet. So let a smile be your umbrella on a rainy, rainy day. Whenever skies are gray, don't worry or fret. A smile will bring the sunshine and you'll never get wet. So let a smile be your umbrella on a rainy, rainy day.
Well, there we were, and here we are, almost 20 years later, and we haven't changed a bit.
I certainly haven't changed. Well, you know what really hasn't changed? The way people feel about the Lawrence Welk Show. We all grew up with it, of course, and now there's a whole new generation who really does watch it weekly. In fact, Rhonda was telling me about these two little boys who were following her around in the grocery store in Phoenix because they watch the show every Saturday night with their babysitter.
Well, we constantly get great comments about the show from our friends in Nashville who are in the music business, and believe me, they certainly know what they're talking about.
That's right. And the Welk Show truly is an icon of American television, and I'm very proud to have been a part of it. You know, in our concerts and in my new advertising business, I work on a lot of different kinds of projects, and so many of the things I learned on the Welk Show come in very handy.
Oh, we feel the same way, Mike. The Welk Show gave us a performance base that we wouldn't trade and couldn't get for $1 million.
Thanks so much for sharing this hour with us. We look forward to seeing you again soon in your town, this town, or our own hometowns. Adios.
Au revoir. Auf Wiedersehen. What?
Why did you change that note?
You rascal.
Oh, bye-bye.
Until we meet again. Adios. Au revoir.